Welcome to Mysteries, Myths, and Legends. I'm Taylor.
I'm Savannah.
And welcome to the show. Happy Wednesday, everybody.
Happy documentary premiere. I forget what it's called. What's it called?
All of those voices.
Yes, all of those voices.
In case you don't know what we're talking about the Louis Tomlinson documentary.
Mm-hmm,
and if you don't know who that is, click off the podcast. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Please don't. He was a member of One Direction, aka the best band of all time.
Yes. Yeah, so I just wanted to go on a little tangent and talk about it for a second, because I guess it premieres today, when this episode comes out too, and there's just like a documentary about One Direction and how Louis like broke off and became a
rock star,
a solo artist.
Yeah,
and a rock star. And I might see it the day it comes out. I don't know yet.
I'm definitely going tonight when it drops. As you're listening to this, no doubt in my mind.
I'm so hyped about it.
Yeah. Also, if you don't know, me and Savannah are going to see him.
Yes.
On tour, and we're so excited.
Yeah, I was gonna mention like a few episodes ago. It was a few months ago at this point, but we were like fangirling so hard over
so hard. For a while. Oh my goodness.
So.
And this movie's only going to make it worse. So, welcome to the now Louis Tomlinson podcast.
Yeah.
AKA just One Direction. We're the biggest fans, honestly.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We'll try not to talk about them too much.
Yeah, so anyway, moving on.
Had to mention it.
Moving on from One Direction for now. So today, I was letting my dog out to pee, right? Okay. And I let him out my front door, so you can at least imagine this, Savannah, to go like out in the front just to pee real quick. And the wind here today has been absolutely insane. And when I opened like the glass door, it slung the door, yeeted the door all the way back, and it literally broke it. Like the little, you know how you can like open the door and like press the button to keep it open?
Yes.
That part of it literally came out of the wall.
Oh my God.
And,
what?
Yeah. Like it's bad. And so I had to just take the whole thing off. Not the door, but just like the whole like thing that you can like open it with. Because like it's absolutely broken. And I don't know what to do about that. But yeah. So I broke the door today.
Well, that wasn't you. That was natural. That was natural causes.
It was natural causes.
Nature.
It was. I really tried to grab the door. I was not expecting the wind to be like that.
Yeah,
but yeah, that was funny.
I thought at first you meant that it shattered, and I was like, "What?"
Well, no, I really thought it was going to. Like, it really probably is very close. Like, you know how sometimes you can like drop an iPhone a couple times, and then it will just like randomly shatter one day. That's probably what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
because like it really slammed up against the brick of the house.
Oh God,
I was horrified.
See, I don't even have a screen door or anything.
Yeah, we might not soon. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
but that was crazy. Today. So, you know, it's fine, I guess.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I have any other kind of like life updates, but it's kind of hard because we actually just recorded the last episode a
couple days ago for us.
Yeah.
But there is one more thing we could bring up. So this is like, you're listening to past Taylor and Savannah. So when we're recording this, it's going to be St. Patrick's Day tomorrow for us. And not moving back on the One Direction podcast, but just in case you guys didn't know, Niall Horan, also another member of One Direction, is performing at the White House.
Yes. So if you didn't see it already, go look up a video of it or something. Yeah. There's definitely something on YouTube. Definitely a video.
So that's cool. You know, not trying to segue back to One Direction, but you know.
I mean, we always find a way.
There's always a way. Literally always.
For either One Direction or Twilight.
Or Twilight, yeah, of course. Twilight, of course. That. So funny. Or National Treasure. There's always that.
Yes. Yeah.
Or Scooby-Doo. Yeah. Honestly, so many things.
Okay. There are a few things that we swing back to. But those are the main.
That's funny. Also, guys, if you don't mind, go rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And subscribe. And I think that's all the words.
Yeah, I think so.
How about we get into your story, Savannah?
Okay. So this one, First of all, I wrote the notes for this a long time ago.
It's a new story for all of us.
Yes. So I might have to refresh my memory a little bit as I'm reading this, but it's okay. It's okay. So this week I'm going to talk about the elevator game.
Ooh, spooky. Okay.
Yeah. Have you heard about the elevator game?
Oh, I have definitely heard about the elevator game.
Okay.
Never been brave enough to try it.
Yeah. I don't know if I would either. Like, I don't even know if I fully believe in it, but I still don't think I would do it.
Same. Also, elevators, period, scare me because I don't like the thought of falling is horrifying. I did fall in our freshman dorm elevator a couple floors one time.
Did you? Are you serious?
It went from the 6th to the 4th. It dropped.
Oh my God.
And that was scary. So that
Was there a lot of people in it?
Yeah. Like probably 15.
Oh.
And they were jumping.
Okay.
So like it's really their fault.
Yeah.
But thank God it caught us.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so that's my elevator game. That's why I'm already scared of them.
Okay. Well, all right. Yeah. This might make you a little bit scared of them too.
Oh, good. Good. We love that.
So, for those of you who do not know and who have not heard of the elevator game, it is a game that can take you to another dimension.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. So it dates back to, there was like a post online written in Japanese in November of 2008. So, not too old. I guess that makes sense. I don't know how long elevators have been around.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of like more recent, which is like crazy. I feel like that's like probably one of the most recent things we've covered, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2008.
Yeah.
Okay, so there are like sort of instructions on how to play. So I'm going to go through them. Yeah. So let's start. So to play the elevator game, you need to find a building with an elevator that is at least 10 floors. It can be more than 10 floors, but it can't be less.
That's a big building, honestly. Like a hotel is what I imagine.
Yeah. Yeah. A hotel or like a business type building, I guess. With like a lot of businesses in it. I don't know.
Yeah.
The skyscrapers in like New York.
That'd be fun. Might be crowded, but
true. Yeah, you might not want to play them there. So 10 floors, and the basement levels and sub-levels they don't count.
Oh, good. I'm glad we clarified that, because honestly, I probably would have asked that same question.
Yeah. And the ground floor is considered the first floor. So you can make adjustments if you need to, like the ground floor, if it's labeled G, then you'll have to adjust that to be 1 instead of G.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you might just want to get one that the ground floor is labeled 1, so it's not as confusing.
That's true, because I think there's a lot of numbers you need to keep up with in this game.
There is, yeah. So you also need to play this game alone.
See, that's the other part I don't like about it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really want to do anything scary alone.
Yeah, yeah. I know, I honestly, like, I would be more apt to do it if it was, like, both of us
If we could both do it, we would have no fear.
Yeah.
To do it.
Yeah. Especially since, like, if you go to another dimension or something, you have someone with you.
Yeah, like, I'm totally down to go to another dimension with you.
Yeah, but, like I'd be like, not by myself.
But not by myself. What if I get stuck there?
Exactly.
I mean, I guess we'd still know either way. Like, if you didn't come back, I'd be like, oh, yeah, she's in the other dimension. But how would I have proof, you know?
Yeah. True. So, yeah, you must play alone, and you need to go into the building and get in the elevator, obviously. It doesn't matter what time or what day, but you'll need to go when no one else will be in the elevator. So it'll have to be like at a time of day where there's not a lot of people around, probably at night, which makes this even creepier. You know?
Yeah, I hate that.
And like I was saying, skyscrapers in New York City, but I feel like New York, people are always around, so
Facts.
Maybe not.
Facts.
Well, maybe in skyscraper, I don't know. anyway, yeah, you want to make sure nobody else is really going to be in the elevator or like walk in while you're going floor to floor. So you want to press the button for the elevator, like when you're going to calling the elevator to you, press the button, like the up button. And if there's a down one, don't press it.
Oh, okay.
Like, when you're waiting for it and there's like 2 buttons you can press.
Yeah, for sure.
So when the doors open, go inside and, you got to go by yourself. And if there's someone else in there, don't go in.
That's so awkward.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, sorry, I'll catch the next one.
Yeah. And I think I already said it, but you have to start on the first floor. But yeah. So if somebody else comes in the elevator, you just gotta wait for the next one. So once you get in by yourself, you will need to proceed to press a series of buttons and go to multiple floors. So this is a lot of numbers, but we're gonna go through it together. So
we got this.
First, you're gonna press 4. And when the elevator reaches 4, then you press 2. And when you get to 2, press 6. When you get to 6, press 2. And when you get to 2, press 10. So it's like up and down, up and down.
I feel like I would break the elevator.
Maybe. And when you get to 10, press 5. When you get to 5, a young woman might enter the elevator.
Okay.
Yeah. It gets a little bit creepy here. So you shouldn't look at her or speak to her.
Okay.
And there was a note here that said, she is not what she seems.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hate that.
Yeah, me too. So then you're going to press the button for the first floor. And now here, one of 2 things will happen. The elevator will either start going down to the first floor because, you press the button for the first floor.
Yeah.
Or it'll start going up instead.
Oh.
So if it starts going down, then the ritual did not work and you should not proceed. So when the elevator door or the elevator reaches the first floor, you need to exit and just leave.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, do not look back and don't speak. Don't leave, just leave the building and you need to try again another time. So that's kind of creepy. But
yeah, that's ominous.
Yeah. So if the elevator starts going up, then the ritual has succeeded and you can proceed.
Okay, but like where are we going? Up.
I'll get there. So while you're on your way up though, if you're having second thoughts, this is your last chance to turn back.
Okay.
To cancel the ascension to the 10th floor, press any button for any floor except for the 10th floor, obviously. And you must cancel before getting to the 9th floor if you're going to. So, this is all it gets so creepy, honestly.
I'm already creeped out.
Yeah. So when you reach the 10th floor, you can exit the elevator or stay in the elevator. If you choose to exit, and if the woman entered the elevator on the 5th floor, she may try to talk to you and ask where you're going. Which is really creepy.
And you're not supposed to talk to her.
Yeah. You still shouldn't talk to her. You gotta leave without saying anything. Yeah.
That's so awkward.
Leave without looking and without saying anything. So if this all goes right, then you're going to be in another world.
Okay.
It could look exactly the same, but you'll know for sure that it's another world because you're going to be the only person there.
Well, why would I want to go there?
Just so you can't, like,
can
to
see
say
it. I
you
mean,
can't? I don't
yeah,
know.
you're right. I would. That's so
Just
scary, though.
go to a world where you're the only one in it.
Would you believe me if I told you I did this and it worked? And I told you, like, I went to this other world?
I don't know if I would.
Wow.
Like, you would have to come back with some like
With some
solid truth,
proof?
like
Oh, okay.
some
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 hard
sort of
evidence?
evidence.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Noted.
You gonna try it?
Possibly.
So, you may be thinking, like, is there a way to get back,
Yeah, I do, in fact, need to know that information.
Yeah, so there is actually a way to get back. So earlier I said that you did not have to get off on the 10th floor, right?
Yeah.
So if you chose to not get off of the elevator, then you just press the button to the first floor and it should descend. And if it doesn't, you just gotta keep pressing the button.
Oh, I would have a panic attack.
Yeah, me too.
If it would, like, not go down.
Yeah. And when you get to the first floor, you're gonna exit as soon as the doors open and do not look back, do not speak. Leave and get home as fast as you can.
The gingerbread man's coming after you.
Yeah, yeah, and then you should be in your world and you'll be fine.
Okay.
But if you chose to get off of the elevator at the 10th floor, then, and you were like in this other world, then you, there is sort of a way to get back, but it's not foolproof.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So, to get back, you must use the same elevator that you arrived in. You're going to get in the elevator and press the button for the 4th floor, and then press the buttons in the same order again. So, like, do the ritual again.
All over again.
Yes. The same numbers that I said before. So, 4 to 2, 2 to 6, and then 6 to 2, and 2 to 10, and then 10 to 5, and then 5 to 1.
I feel like I would mess up on the numbers.
Yeah. Then you do all of that. And now just, of course, I lost my place here.
Oh, yes. It happens to the best of us. For sure.
Yeah. So, I think I found my spot. So, you're going to do the same thing again, and the elevator will it'll get to the 10th floor again, so the same thing will happen, right? So you need to cancel it before you get to the 10th floor, and press any button, and you must cancel before getting to the 9th floor. So this time, before I said you want to cancel it if you don't want to go to the other dimension.
Yeah.
But this time, you're going to cancel it in order to get back to your world.
Oh, okay.
So you actually don't want to get to the 10th floor this time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So if you did this correctly, the elevator will start going down to the first floor. And when the elevator opens to the first floor, you are not going to exit right away. You're going to look around and check the surroundings.
Oh, okay. Creepy.
Yeah, a little bit. If anything seems off, even a small detail, don't exit.
Okay.
Which is like, that creeps me out. Like, I don't know if I would do this just because it's like, how are you going to notice the smallest thing being off?
Like, what does that even mean?
Because, like, a small detail that's changed could indicate that that is not the right world you're supposed to be in.
That's a big yikes.
Yeah. Yes. Because, like, there's, like, theories that there's, like, infinite universes, and there's, like, it can be off by the tiniest detail.
Oh, yeah, for
and
sure.
It's still the wrong one.
Definitely.
So, yeah, like, there's no guarantee that you'll get back to your world.
That's a little scary.
But there is, like, you can keep trying.
Well,
so, like, if you get there and you think it's off, you're like, okay, this is not where I started. Like, this is not my world. You can repeat the steps again, going to all the floors again. and like canceling during the same thing. And once you know you're in your world, you can safely leave the elevator, and you can repeat this as many times as necessary.
That's like good, but that's really scary. Like
Yeah,
imagine
like
you're
what
there
if
for
you're
like a long time still doing
yeah.
it.
Yeah, exactly. You're just trapped in here.
Oh.
And they warned, they're like, do not leave before you're 100% sure.
That's so scary.
So if you're incorrect and get out in a different world, then you may never see your home again.
That's the risk you gotta take.
Yeah. It is. Yeah.
That's really
it's a little
scary.
scary.
I don't like it.
So, there's that woman that I said would get in the elevator. If anyone besides the woman enters the elevator, the game must be terminated immediately. And some reports say that when you get out into the other world, it will be identical to your world, except for you will be the only one there. The lights will be off, and there will be a red cross in the distance. Like out a window or something.
Oh, no.
Some reports say that electronic devices do not work in this other world.
Oh, snap.
And some say they do. So. And the woman from the 5th floor could come with you into this new world. And one last note that may make you not want to do this. You may not be able to find the elevator again to return.
I was going to ask, like, can you find the elevator, like, if you get out?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know, because things could get confusing for you really fast.
Yeah. That's actually really scary.
Yeah. Yeah, so this game, I mean, it was just like, it was written by somebody online, so, I mean, who really knows how much credibility there is there, but it is really interesting to think about that an elevator could transport you to a different dimension.
That is true. And I don't know if this is, like, in your notes already, but if not, there is, like, a true crime case that's connected to this game, possibly.
Yes, I did note that.
Nice.
Are you talking about the Eliza Lamb
Yeah.
case?
Yeah, I was.
Yes. So, yeah, I'll mention that real quick. So, many of the articles that, like, I read, and posts and stuff did connect it back to the tragic death of Eliza Lamb. And I'm not really going to go into detail about her death. And I don't really believe her playing the game killed her.
Me neither.
Yeah, but I just want to mention, because this theory that she was playing the game kind of made the game more known to people.
For sure.
Because I don't even know how that rumor started that she was playing that.
That's how I learned about it, because, like, if you don't know about the case, like, it's just a lot. But basically, she was, the last, like, footage of her is elevator cameras, like, from this hotel that she was killed at. And she's, like, doing really weird movements with the elevator, like making it go up and down to, like, random floors. And then peeking her head out, like, one time to, like, look at the surroundings, and then getting back in the elevator. And so people were like, maybe she's playing this elevator game.
Okay. I mean,
like, I can't lie. Like, the videos of her in the elevator are really weird, but some people just think it's somebody, she, like, knew somebody was following her, so she was trying to, like, get away from them.
Yeah, that's definitely what I believe too, but I can see where people can say, like, it sounds like this game.
It definitely does look like the game from, like, an outside perspective.
Yeah. So, yeah. I'm not going to really say anything else about this story, like that, the death of Eliza Lamb, but Mile Higher podcast, they actually covered it, and they are such a great podcast. Love them.
Shout
and
out.
This was actually episode 7 for them, so a really long time ago.
Oh, wow, that is crazy.
Yeah, they're on episode, like, I don't know, they're really
200 or 300 something, for sure.
Yeah, maybe like in the 300s, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's like episode 7, so one of their early episodes. But yeah, Mile Higher podcast, if you want to learn more, I would recommend that. But yeah, so that is the elevator game. I don't know. I am cautious and I don't think I would play it, even though I still like I'm not totally convinced that it would work. I still don't want to play it.
I am so not convinced that it would work that I would play it.
Okay.
Like, if I ever have the opportunity to do it, I would, but I would want somebody at least there to wait on me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to be on the first floor or wherever they need to be.
Right.
And so, I would need very clear instructions on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
So that I would not mess it up.
Yeah.
So, but I definitely would try it. I would. If I am ever in, I don't think I've stayed in too many hotels with that many floors. So.
I know. Now that I'm thinking about it, like, what buildings have I been in that were more than 10 floors? Like,
exactly.
10 floors.
Like, that's a lot of floors to have. So, like, I've definitely been in places like that, but not since I've known of the elevator game.
Yeah.
So, when I get the chance, guys, I'll play it and report back. Or maybe I won't report back. And either way, you'll know.
Oh, geez. Okay. Yeah, just warn me before you play it so I know that you
like, honestly, you're going to have to be there.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not playing it without you honestly there. So,
yeah.
There you go.
Maybe we'll get in a hotel again for one of our random trips that has a lot of floors. I don't know.
Yeah. We can help. We can definitely help. Well, I guess moving along to my story this week, I am doing a little haunted hotel. And this hotel tragically does not have more than 10 floors. So couldn't play it here, sadly. So I'm going to cover the legend of the Brookstown Inn.
Ooh, okay.
Dun-dun-dun.
I know this one a little bit.
So the Brookstown Inn is located in downtown Winston-Salem. Shout out Savannah.
Yes, shout out.
That's where you live. So it's actually, this hotel is located just steps away from Old Salem, which is like the oldest part of Winston-Salem as a city. And fun fact, Garrett's mom owns a restaurant in Old Salem, so if you're there, you should check it out.
Yes.
Muddy Creek Cafe.
Check out the Muddy Creek.
It's delicioso. It is. But if you don't know about Old Salem and Winston-Salem, Old Salem is like very old and very like known to be haunted.
Yes.
So
yeah.
It's very spooky.
It's also very touristy for some reason. Like, I wouldn't think that people would come to Winston-Salem for like, you know, vacation or like to be a tourist. But, you know, since Garrett works there, he tells me all the time that like there's people like who come from other countries and from all around the US because of the history that's in Old Salem.
That's so crazy.
if you're thinking about coming to somewhere that has like some historic I don't know, some historic significance, it's a good area, and you could stay at the Brookstown Inn.
Yeah, exactly. So, and you could eat at Muddy Creek Cafe.
Yes, exactly. And tell them we sent you.
Yeah. They would love that. They know who we are.
And then they can tell me.
Exactly. It's a big circle. So fun. So yeah, there's a lot popping in Winston-Salem, and I'm from Winston-Salem, so I just do not see the appeal at all. But
I mean, Old Salem is really cool.
I do understand. Yeah, Old Salem's so cool. I've been there so many times. But
because the buildings there are really old and they are like
they're so creepy.
Restored well. So it's pretty cool.
You can like make candles, and honestly the Moravian cookies, they are very good.
Yes, and the bakery there is still up and running, and it has like it's like a historic bakery. So it's really cool.
Yeah. Okay. Honestly, I can't lie, it's very cool.
Yeah. It's
it really is. So yeah, you know, we're the Winston-Salem tour guides, in case you didn't know.
Yeah, we're just promoting Winston-Salem.
That's so funny. Well, anyway, back to this Brookstown Inn. So me and Savannah, we have plans, you know, someday in the future to go and stay there for you guys. Yes. So, you know, I'm saying that to hold us accountable so we can actually go there. So let's get into the history of the famous hotel. So before it actually was a hotel, it was the Salem Manufacturing Company, all the way back in 1837. Now that is crazy.
Yeah.
That's big old. And I did not realize. Like, that's creepy. So this guy named Francis Fries, love that name, Mr. Fries, and 30 Moravian businessmen got together and raised over $50,000 to build this Salem Manufacturing Company, which I guess back then, $50,000 was a lot, but $50,000 wouldn't get you anything like that today.
Yeah.
Not at all. So yeah, that happened. They like built it in 1837, but in 1849, Mr. Fries, he left to start a different company somewhere, and that one just kind of fell apart. So then it was transformed into one of the first mills in the South to utilize electric lighting, which that was a pretty big deal. Crazy. I remember me and Savannah took this like lighting tour in downtown Wilmington. After that, I've been so obsessed with like learning about lights and stuff.
Yeah, that is really cool. So they have like the gas lighting, or like how?
It was electric. So they skipped from like nothing to electric.
Oh, so they were one of the first ones to have electric lighting. That's really cool.
Yeah, it is really cool. So progressive of them.
Yes, definitely.
Mm-hmm. But eventually, the mill closed down, and it was transformed into what we know it as today of the Brookstown Inn. It has 70 rooms, which honestly, I thought it would be way less than 70.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't think it would be that many.
That's what I'm saying. Like, wow. It's a lot bigger, I guess, than I imagine.
And I feel like an inn just seems smaller.
No, for sure.
Just calling it an inn.
Yeah. And it originally only had like 45 rooms, but now it has 70. So they definitely added on.
They've expanded.
They have. But they also, as well as the 70 rooms, they have a grand ballroom that can hold over 200 guests.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this is like also a huge wedding venue today. Like people get married there, which I'm like, that's cool. Haunted, but cool. I would maybe do something like that. So this hotel is known for its exposed brick walls and high ceilings, and it's decorated very like old fashioned. So that with the bricks, to me, honestly, I personally think that this hotel is very ugly and creepy looking. Like, I'm just not about the vibe. I think it's like, it just looks very old and very creepy to me, and just dark.
I don't know. I saw a few pictures. I didn't think it was that bad.
I'm being mean, honestly. But
maybe I didn't look at it. Like,
yeah, I should. You should look it up. You should look it up as I'm telling you the story.
Okay,
just because there's a lot of pictures. But people say like this hotel, because of all the brick, basically at night the rooms get pitch black, dark, like very, very dark.
Oh,
and so like that makes it 10 times more creepy just in general, like not even including the ghost situation. So creepy. So we'll definitely post pictures on our Instagram, so go look at that if you want to see what this creepy hotel looks like. Creepy in my opinion, at least. But yeah, just keep in mind that this building is literally almost 200 years old. So
I don't know. I like some of the rooms in here.
Some of them, but some of them are really creepy.
Yeah, some of them, it really just depends on which one.
It definitely does.
Because they are all very different. But they're like main rooms, like the ones for I don't know, people are eating breakfast in here, it looks like. That one looks like one of the old houses that we've seen on some of the tours that we've went on,
Oh, nice.
Like, don't you think so?
Yeah. There's just like one picture that's burning in my mind that just is so creepy.
Oh, okay.
That I'm like thinking of. I'll have to find that one and post that one on Instagram.
Yeah.
Because I really didn't like it.
Okay.
But anyways, speaking of it just looking haunted, let's get into some ghosts, okay? So the most well-known ghost at the Brookstown Inn is a ghost named Sally. Hi, Sally. We love Sally. So back in the day, when it was like what's it called? The Salem Manufacturing Company, 2 women who like worked there actually lived on like the 4th floor dorm inside of like the building. So, that's cool. They didn't have to travel very far to get to work, at least. But one day, a fight broke out between the 2 girls, and actually we don't know like what they were fighting about, and I would love to know. Because one woman ended up pushing the other down the elevator shaft, killing her.
No.
Yeah. And Sally is sadly the woman that was pushed down the elevator shaft. She stayed haunting the inn and mostly the 4th floor to like avenge her death.
Okay.
So, you know, that's pretty scary because that actually really did happen. So I feel bad for Sally, honestly.
Yeah, that is horrible.
Horrible.
Oh my God,
That's
to be pushed down. Ah.
Oh no. Oh my gosh, we both did elevator stories and I just now realized.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, not even on purpose.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
See, like, I'm afraid of heights already, and like just falling down something like that just terrifies me.
Oh my gosh, we have to name this episode like Haunted Elevators.
Yes. Something like that.
So fun. That's so funny. Okay, anyways. So there have been countless reports of people encountering Sally in a bunch of different ways. And that's from guests and workers at the inn. So some people claim to hear, I don't know what this means, but creepy sounds. Like, they didn't go into detail on that. Like, are we talking moaning and groaning? Are we talking about, like, laughing? I don't know. There could be a lot of creepy sounds, you know?
Yeah, maybe it's just too many to, like, keep it specific.
True. Like, maybe some knocks, some, you know, that's true.
Yeah.
So some creepy sounds. Now I lost my spot. Oh no, I found it. Okay. So along with the creepy sounds, they also say that they can hear a woman screaming, but they obviously look for somebody in distress and can't find anybody. So that's creepy. Room 401 is said to be the most haunted in the hotel, and of course, that is Sally's room. So I think that when we go, we're going to have to stay in 401. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to have to try to get that one.
Yep, 100%. So the good thing is I wasn't able to find like any stories or reports of Sally being mean to anybody. She just kind of screams and like appears and stuff.
Okay.
So, you know, that's good. And some people also claim to see her. Like she'll just be walking and then disappear. And they're like, oh, that wasn't a person. That was Sally. That's crazy. People have taken like pictures and found like really unexplainable shapes that look like a woman, and they're like, "Yep, that's Sally." And I tried to find some of these pictures, couldn't. So I'm like, "Are you lying?" I don't know. But I believe there's probably a picture of Sally out there. They might even have one like in the hotel.
Oh, I wonder if this is one of the places that is like, yes, we know who Sally is and we believe she's here.
I think that they are.
Okay, because a lot of the ones that we've been to, they're like, we don't believe there's ghosts.
Yeah.
You know?
Right, yeah,
and
that's
like,
so true.
Can you guys just at least just play along?
Right, like, guys, you're going to make more money if you say yes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Right, but,
play along.
But yeah, I hope, like, if we end up going, which obviously we're going to.
We're going.
We need to ask people about that. Like,
we're definitely conducting interviews. No question about it. We have to. I'm going to tell you about the most common occurrence with Sally and her ghost, okay? So this happens to guests, pretty much any guest who's staying on the 4th floor, but really it happens like all the time in 401. So again, we got to stay in 401. So the guests will be peacefully sleeping, you know, in the middle of the night, because this is an inn, you know, you're there to sleep, when they're suddenly awakened by a piercing scream from a woman. And that happens to pretty much everyone. So maybe we should have actually like pretend to sleep in there, or like sleep, you know?
Okay. Yeah.
That's creepy. So yeah, if we go, I really hope that happens to us, because that would be crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to have some sort of experience. Like, I've never really had any sort of like paranormal, ghostly experience.
Yeah, we need to get you one.
Yeah.
We really do. So along with Sally, even though she's the main, she's not the only ghost in this hotel. People also claim to see multiple phantom children running around the hotel. That's the worst kind of ghost to me. I'm not trying to see no kid ghost. Like, I don't like kids already are scary. Like, so ghost kids are even more scary.
I mean, I guess so.
Ew. Like, people will see like a group of kids, and they'll be like running down the hallways, and then they'll just disappear.
Yeah. I don't know though, because like sometimes I think of like, when I think of ghost kids, like, at first, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's creepy. But then I'm like, well, why are kids more creepy than, like, an adult ghost?
Well, honestly, when I think of, like, kid ghosts, I think it's, like, a evil demon trying, like, hiding or, like, disguising itself as a kid.
Okay.
That's
that
what I
makes
imagine.
More sense. Yeah, so that is scarier, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
I get
You
it.
never know when it's, like, a little demon child.
Uh-huh.
Plus, like, aren't all children demons sometimes, you know what I'm saying? So,
well, I mean, yeah, maybe.
Hot take.
Oh, I don't know if you guys just heard that. There's something driving by on my street.
I didn't hear it, but I thought you were going to say it was a ghost.
No, yeah, it was a ghost.
Ooh.
No, I swore the microphone picked that up, but no.
Maybe it did. I just
loud for me. Yeah. Well, anyways,
so along with the children, there's also a ghost of a man named Eddie. So we actually don't know who Eddie is, like in real life.
Okay.
But people have heard a male voice and seen a male, like, apparition of a person who they thought was just a person and then disappeared. So obviously, you know, a ghost. So I think the workers just named him Eddie. They're like, yeah, that's Eddie. You know, made up his name. But people also claim to hear really heavy footsteps when nobody's actually walking around. And these footsteps are said to belong to our man, Eddie. So, you know, we got a couple people we need to meet in this hotel. A couple ghosty people.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, so overall, you know, I don't think these ghosts really seem that mean, but definitely still scary. Like the screams, the woman screams, that's horrible. And that also makes me think, like, is that just her, like, ghost kind of like reliving her death, you know? You know how we, like, say that sometimes, like, it's like sometimes ghosts could be just like reliving over and over, like, one moment in their life.
Yeah, she's reliving getting pushed down the
like maybe
shaft. Oh my god.
Because, like, why else is she screaming?
Yeah, that's scary.
It's so scary. Ooh, that just gave me chills.
To, like, have to relive that over and over
awful.
again.
It's really awful. It really is. But just one other thing I was going to say, really to you, Savannah, is that I tried to find any podcast, any YouTube video of, like, people investigating, like, doing a little ghost investigation here. There was not a single one that I could find.
Ooh, we can be the first.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We need to be the first. So this is just even more accountability on ourselves. Like, we need to do it and go and stay here. Specifically, we need to, like, call them up and be like, when can we have 401 for the cheapest so we can get it?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Okay. Well, we're saying it on here, so we have to do it.
We do. And our only reservation, honestly, is that, like, to stay in this hotel, because it's, like, so historic and stuff, it's, like, very expensive.
Yeah, it is. It is kind of expensive.
So, for a hotel that looks like that, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't actually think that it's ugly, but I'm like, the price don't match what I'm looking at, babe. Not to hate on them. Really not to hate on them. But also, like, if I'm paying for the ghost experience, maybe that's a different story.
Yeah, true.
Because I would pay, you know. I'm trying to see Sally. Trying to get screamed at, even though that's scary.
Yeah, we're gonna have to try to find some deals.
Exactly. Black Friday.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, yeah, that's the legend of the Brookstown Inn.
Wow, I'm excited. We gotta go.
Yeah, we have to. No question about it. That's crazy. And then we can just, like, walk to Muddy Creek Cafe after. Have a little din-din.
I'm gonna bring a Ouija board.
Okay. So scary. I don't like talking about it, but yeah.
I'm gonna get one.
That's horrifying.
I'm gonna get, like, a pink one.
Oh, okay, yeah. So make it less scary. Yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah.
I do like that idea. I remember one time in college, me and Dina made a Ouija board out of a pizza box. Like, we just wrote the letters on the bottom of the pizza box. That. And then the planchette that we used was a shot glass.
Yes, I do.
So, that's really funny. But yeah. Other than that, go check out our Instagram and look at the pictures for this week. And rate us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. But other than that, I don't really have anything else. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I would just say keep a lookout for, you know, when we go on this trip.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to tell you guys about it. A part 2 to the story. Maybe we'll come back with evidence.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's
Love
it.
That. Well,
Cue the music.